In today's video, we're going to talk about taking time out of your day to actually start to use your creative talents once again. You guys know that I'm a big supporter on being able to practice a musical instrument or whatever your love and passion is, that is your thing, the thing that you can do that is you at your most lovingness state. That is one with the divine energy that could flow through your body, where you are in a flow state and your creative is at an all-time high. Now, most of us, we are living in thinking that we don't have enough time to do these talents, or I can't push this as a business, because that's not reality. But do you know that the level of consciousness that you are at is actually what is creating your reality? So, for example, if one of us is staying at a level of consciousness that works a 9 to 5 office job every day, and let's say you're a guitar player, but the guitar is sitting in the corner gathering dust, and you just go to work every day and come home and you don't practice the guitar. You see it there, you wish you had time to do it, but you're not making the space in your life for it. You'd rather eat supper, sit down and watch TV. How is life going to reflect back to you that you're in the level of consciousness of the guitar player, the person who takes the time to perform that instrument? The level of consciousness, it needs to be transcended, and you need to leave the old person behind. And the way you start to do that is to start to act, think, and feel as the person that is in the level of consciousness that plays guitar every day. And then you're naturally going to get home from work and take time to practice that guitar again. Start covering some of your favorite songs. You're going to feel love for your life again. You're going to feel love for yourself. The level of consciousness you are going to enter. You are taking time for yourself, and you're not thinking, what do I need to do to impress others? What do I need to do to make my wife happy or my kids? Am I giving them enough of my time? When really the level of consciousness you will enter by carving out at least 30 minutes for yourself to practice that guitar and then get back to your family, they're going to get a more loving, more joyful version of you that loves your life again. Not to say that you can't love your life right now, just working an office job and coming home and doing nothing. Yeah, there is a love, there is a purpose. A purpose is to take care of our family. But as men or women that have these talents and that are being unused, untapped potential, the only way for it to become a business or to enter this next level of yourself, to become the most powerful you through your talent, especially as a musician, you have to leave the old self behind and let it die. You become reborn as the new self. The only way to get away from the old way of thinking and being and acting, living, is to be reborn as the new self that has the time to play guitar. You enter the level of consciousness that is an elite guitar player, that is in a successful band, or that is running a successful guitar cover page on YouTube. Whatever it is that you could see yourself using that talent on to make money. And this goes for DJs, drummers, bass players, singers. You know, and we live in a media and social media type world. Everything is done on digital. Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of that? The same way that you guys see me on here, using my talent, which is I'm connected with the divine. I am one with God. I am a son of God. I have allowed the divine to flow in. I'm on the level of consciousness as my most successful self. That is a spiritual teacher on YouTube. I have connected with that version of myself. I don't need permission. I don't need results. What I need is the right here and the now, what I feel in my heart center when I distribute this message. It's a higher level of being. And the I am, the identity I put behind the I am is self-created. And the message is the one that flows in from the divine, from being connected to everyone and everything. I am one with this purpose. The purpose on this channel is to help you create your best self. That's where I feel the most love, is when I get into a very deep space, a deep state, and I'm talking about a topic that is very passionate to me. And this one here hits hard because I'm a musician. I was once stuck in the old consciousness. I said in a past video, I made a similar video to this in the past on using your creative talents. I was stuck. In my early 20s, I lived with my parents and everything was paid for. I didn't have to buy my meals. I didn't have to pay rent. I just had to put gas in the car and the weed I was buying and whatever drugs and alcohol I wanted to get, I could afford. My drums sat in the basement in the corner for probably 4 or 5 years. I wasn't doing anything. And I would, for 2 months of the year, 2 or 3 months of the year, I worked on a fishing boat, a fishing vessel, as a deckhand on a lobster boat. It's very popular here in the East Coast, in Cape Breton, where I'm from, being a lobster fisherman. And then we go on unemployment for the rest of the year, and we can do nothing. We could do nothing and get paid to do that. I wish I could relive that, because I would have taken the time to enter this level of consciousness that I'm currently at. But I believe everything that happened in life happened for a reason. It led me to where I'm at today. But going back to the story I began, is when I moved out of my parents' place to take a chance on myself, to step into the uncomfortable, that's where the talent, my talent for drumming, I was able to reconnect with that level of consciousness. And I found musical groups to be able to perform on drums with again. It became something I did all the time. I played in many bands here in the Sydney area. And I continued to perform what I was meant to do on earth here. And that is to entertain people with my drumming and to provide a service to the bands I'm playing with. If it's a cover band or just writing, I did a lot of just writing my own original music. You guys know I like heavy metal and punk and alternative, grunge rock, classic rock, old school metal, Metallica, Pantera, Megadeth. But if I just stayed in the old consciousness, I would have never discovered this new life for myself. Which now I'm in a cover band. We play pop hits, pop and dance songs, country songs that makes people dance. It's a very, Very good gig for where I'm at in life right now. But what I'm most passionate about is the covers I do on my YouTube drum channel. That's where I'm really diving deep into myself, the soul of the world. I'm allowing the divine to flow in and be like, all those songs you loved in high school, all those songs that made you the drummer you are today, you can play them. You're not just stuck playing songs you don't like for money. You're running a YouTube channel, you pick the songs you want to play. It's as simple as that. And I wasn't stuck in the line of time of just being the truck driver that goes to work, comes home, and doesn't have time to play drums anymore. So that the same could be true for you. Whatever your talent is, to start taking time for it. Whether you are a musician, an artist, drawing, photography, could be someone who takes photos of nature. Being out in nature, it's a very peaceful and loving state. You are connected to everything. It's the same as on my videos where I'm connected to everything. I am one with my YouTube channel. I am one with the material. The information I relay that comes through me is distributed because I'm connected to God, the divine energy, something greater that helped me develop into the person I am today. And you are on equal level. You're going to reach what I have for me, what I have going on for me, the growth for me is what I want for you. And we're going to get there. The more that you dive deep into the teachings on the channel, the more that it's going to become the level of consciousness, the best self for you. So taking some time on your talents, even if it's just 30 minutes, to replace watching TV, watching computer, watching TikTok or Instagram. And a lot of it is we want something outside of us to make us feel good because we're living in the consciousness that we're not already good. We're not already enough. So, we are using things from outside of us, like smoking weed, drinking. When you raise your level of consciousness from the inside, taking time on a musical instrument, that's going to be a natural high. Taking time to help people on YouTube, helping them. When I make videos like this, I'm in a loving state because I'm helping. It's not a self-fulfilling prophecy. This channel is to help others in being in the most lovingness state, the enlightened state I have reached. I'm here to share. I am equal to all. What I want for other YouTubers in my field is to achieve success. I'm not in competition with them. Because if I'm growing in this field, I'm attracting more subscribers, I'm attracting more people to the field. What's good for me that's growing is going to grow for them as well. Because more people are going to get into spirituality and wanting to reach an enlightened state. Not being consumed by the past. Not being consumed by our work schedule and actually taking time to perform your talent as much as you possibly want, as much as you can possibly do. Another way I practice my talents is being a speaker on YouTube, being someone who helps others. I carve out time every single day, whether I'm here at home on my days off or I'm driving the truck for the transport company I still work for. I make videos in the truck or at home. That is a talent. That is the level of consciousness I am being. And the I am and the being is connected to God. It all flows in. I don't need numbers to keep doing this. I don't need to be validated to keep doing this. It's already done. The level of consciousness I need to be at to succeed, the personal legend that is then realized at the end, is that it's not treasure in gold that you find underground by digging a hole. The personal legend that is discovered is within the own body, within your own body, like I've discovered in my own body. It's the love. And when you have the language of the world within you, you can distribute the message to others to help them get on this level. It's why I'm connected to spirituality. I'm connected to the line of time that is a YouTuber musician, drummer, a YouTuber that does consciousness, raising our level of consciousness, personal development work. I'm a personal development coach full-time. I decided I was that. I am it. And when I stepped into the line of time of being it, I became the most powerful me. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you guys get on that level. So just taking 30 minutes is going to develop a habit. If you ever read the book Atomic Habits, if getting home, putting on the computer and masturbating to men or women is something you do, you're going to replace it with a good habit. If getting home and just smoking weed or drinking 3 or 4 beer out of your six-pack is something you do, you don't have time for your creative talent. Which one is more fulfilling? Which level of consciousness would you rather be in? The person that's dependent on outer, or the person that is dependent on the inner love for yourself? Your spirit guide guiding you on what's next in your life? Or would you rather live through the victimization of I'm stuck in that same old spiral of life that I can't get out of? And I wish I had what he had. I wish I had what she had. You are living as somebody that is in a level of consciousness that is below other people. Inadequacy. And what keeps being reflected back to you in the form of opportunities and relationships is that you're inadequate. You're not good enough to be a musician on YouTube or in a band. I can't find a band. I can't find a girlfriend. I can't find opportunities to run an online business. Why? Because the level of consciousness hasn't been raised up yet. And how it gets raised up is the I am. The I am is one with God's energy, the divine. And when you allow it to flow in, you allow flow state energy to power your state of being. And when you are in a state of being, you are not in the analytical mind that needs to figure out the perfect thing, the perfect viral video, the perfect way to become a full-time YouTuber that makes money off of it. Those things, they're secondary. It's all things from outside that are material. They are means to an end. When you are doing it just for the sake of doing it and adding value to other people, that is when you discover love. The love that you are connected, helping other people. And that is what makes you feel eternal greatness. That's what makes you become greatness. Is when you believe you are greatness. You are greatness. Greatness. You believe that for yourself, and that's what's going to be reflected back to you by the outer world. But first step is becoming aware that I am stuck in this spiral, And what's being reflected back to me is what I believe for myself. And when you start doing some inner work, focusing that energy inward, taking time for yourself in the mornings on your days off, or if you have time before work in the morning, and entering the level of consciousness that is the musician or artist that takes time on their passion every single day. So try doing that this week, raising your level of consciousness, your being. Change the story you're telling yourself. Be careful what you put after the I am, because that is what will manifest. That is what will become true. And if I am is finished off by not good enough, not enough time, that's what continues to get reflected back to you. So remember this: you are the creator of your own reality. We are living in a simulation. The world is a game. And if you're playing it not as a gamer, as the best version of yourself, the story that's going to get reflected back to you, that you're stuck in a simulation, in a game of being the loser, of not having time. So it's time for you to take your power back and start to apply it on things you love, to become the most lovingness, most creative, most successful version of you. And I know that you have it within you to achieve that. So I thank you for watching this one, and I will attach at the end of the video the last video I made on using your creative talents to become someone great. I will attach it right here.